Conscious Spirit Media. Good morning everyone, it's Benjamin To on Conscious Spirit Media. I'm really happy today to have Jemma Prittie with me. She is an amazing woman. She has a lot of things to share with us today, especially about diving in the ocean with the dolphin. So Jemma, just to introduce you quickly, you born here in UK. You had at the age of 16 an experience about the near-death experience, yeah?
Yes.
And it was like the shift for you. Today, what you're doing is leading the retreat in Hawaii. So you teach people how to be comfortable in the ocean and swimming with the dolphin. Is that right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about the background, and especially I think the people will be really interesting about this near-death experience. So what is it, what's happened, and how you shift, what did you feel? If you can tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so do you want to hear about what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was walking down the road, a quiet country road, and a car came around the corner and hit me at 68 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was in a coma for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And the doctors predicted if I ever woke up, I would be a vegetable.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it was quite a big deal.
Yeah. Whoa.
So when I woke up, the dolphins were literally with me then, and since that moment I have just been very connected with them. I've been swimming with them around the world ever since the age of 17, and then I was very fortunate to find Hawaii, which is my favourite place in the world.
Okay.
And
why Hawaii?
Why?
Yeah.
Because it's got everything. It's such a rich place spiritually. There's got so many different energy hotspots. We've got the volcano, Pele, the goddess, the fire goddess, is around there, and you can feel her energy really strongly near the volcano. Then we've got the dolphins. The dolphins are resident in Hawaii. Every other place in the world, the dolphins migrate, but not in Hawaii.
Wow.
So that means we get to know them.
Yeah.
We've got the manta rays, gorgeous ballet dancers of the ocean. We've got the whales that migrate, the humpback whales, and also the pilot whales that live there.
Wow.
We've got the giant green sea turtles that live there.
Can we say it's like a really, really huge vortex of energy?
Yes.
Like something really powerful in Hawaii, yeah, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. And I hear about people say it's like the Pleiadian. It was the beginning of the Pleiad. Like the Pleiadian came here in the earth, and it was in Hawaii. So can you think it's like something like this, or can you feel specific energy when you are in Hawaii, like with the Pleiadian or all these animals, so the whales, the dolphin, all these things?
Yes, it's hard to say it's specifically that energy or this energy we're feeling, because also the Lemurians, which is called Mu, which is very current in Hawaii. So I think I describe it more, when I'm standing near the volcano, I feel a different energy to when I'm in the ocean with the dolphins. And again, I feel a different energy when I'm with the sea turtles. So I know it's a different energy, and it's a wonderful place to meditate.
Wow.
And those that are really connected, conscious beings really feel Hawaii. And the shifts I've experienced and the shifts I've seen in other people when they're in Hawaii is just amazing.
It's completely different.
Completely.
Wow.
Yeah, best place in the world.
Wow. Thank you for this introduction. And I want to go a little bit deeper if you're okay.
Yeah, sure.
Your car crash was here in UK, right?
Yes.
And so how did you, because you stayed like almost 6 months without moving, right? Or in the coma, something like this. So
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Sorry,
Yes,
6 weeks.
yes.
And so what happened after? How did you came back, if I can say, or how did you know it was okay, this is what I have to do, or how did you get this message actually?
Well, when I woke up, I had no idea what had happened. A nurse told me, and I couldn't actually speak because my vocal cords had snapped, and I couldn't walk, and it was all quite traumatic. But most nights, I know I dreamt of dolphins. So that was my rehab actually. My dreams got me better, and I just knew. It was like I just knew I had to find them.
It was something in you,
like
in my feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew I had to travel the world and find them and just be with them. I just knew it. My parents wanted to put me like in a proper rehab, to get better, but it was just the dolphins calling me.
Just the dolphins. Just be with the dolphin in the ocean.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing what she's sharing with us. And so I have like a question. So today you're leading this retreat in Hawaii, right?
Yes.
So can you talk a little bit more about the retreat and about, today in the self-development we have like this kind of guru, if I can say, like Tony Robbins. He's talking about the firewall, kind of like overcome the fears with the fires, and he say if you can work on the fires like this, you can overcome every fears. So do you think it's pretty the same with the ocean? Because some people, they have the fears about the death, so like to be really deep into something, and the ocean is like pretty a deep place. It's really calm, really big, and some people can be afraid about swimming. So do you think there is like a link between the deep fears with us, something? So why the ocean?
Well, a lot of people, especially in England, have a fear of the ocean. A lot of people around the world have a fear of the ocean thanks to Jaws. And so people always think, oh, I'm going to get in the ocean, are there sharks? And the answer is yes, there are sharks. The thing is, in Hawaii and around the world, dolphins and sharks don't actually get on very well. So when we're swimming with dolphins, there are no sharks. But people want to swim with dolphins, and they have felt, what I experienced, held back in life because maybe they don't know how to wear a mask. Maybe they are scared of getting actually in the ocean because it's so big, like you said. So what I specialise in is people who have a fear of the ocean. And I just had a couple that on day one, the man wouldn't swim in the deep end of the swimming pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know this. He was swimming in the shallow end. I said, right, go to the deep end now. Let's try out the mask and snorkel there. And he said, I don't like being out of my depth.
Wow.
So I said, I hate to break it to you, but we're going in 3,000 feet of water tomorrow. So we're going to have to overcome that quite quickly. So by the end of the week, he was getting in the ocean on his own, unassisted by me, and absolutely loving it. So that's what I specialise in. Anyone that's got a fear of the ocean, I can help and connect, with the dolphins, with the ocean, because it's absolutely incredible.
So how it works actually? The dolphin come to you when you are swimming in the ocean? How it works?
The dolphins do what they want, so they're very in touch with us. So if, let's say, someone's got a tumour, someone's pregnant, someone's depressed, the dolphins know.
Wow.
Yes, so they will choose to come near you if they want to, or not. If you've got a fear, I find if people have a fear of the ocean, the dolphins stay back initially, just because they're a bit unsure about that person, so they'll stay back. But they will still sonar, you can still hear them. They have lots of different noises, clicks, whistles, they sound like a duck sometimes. Yeah. But so you get a healing regardless how close the dolphin is. But I used to work with autistic children in Florida with wild dolphins. And I noticed as soon as the autistic child was in the water, the dolphin was straight over, like iron filings to a magnet. They know. So
they are very clever.
Oh,
very
God.
Smart.
We have no idea. They're so much cleverer than us.
Wow.
They're the only conscious breathers in the world. So when they take a breath, they're thinking about every single breath. They can commit suicide just by stopping breathing.
Wow.
And that's what happens in captivity a lot.
Wow.
So these dolphins have a very large brain, and half of it switches off when they're asleep, with like one eye open, and then the other half goes back on when they're awake. And they're consciously thinking about every breath, which makes them very present.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. And so I think really what's like the benefit to overcome the fears by swimming in the ocean? Because I think this man, so he overcame the fears, and I think maybe it's completely different today in his life, in the daily routine, in the life, no? Because something shifted in the body, something changed, no, in the mind. So what's really the benefit?
Well, he knew he wanted to overcome this fear. He's in his 60s, and I've got a video of him talking about it. He's in his 60s, and he hasn't in his life been able to get off the back of a boat and be comfortable in the ocean. And so for him, this was a really big deal, a really big challenge, and he was desperate to swim with the dolphins and feel comfortable. So for him, he's achieved something that he didn't think was possible. So this is really big stuff.
Wow, yeah.
And it's on so many different levels.
Yeah, I think that's the point. It can impact a lot of different levels in the life. So maybe you can have more self-confidence, more self-confidence. So in life, it will be like a good tools to move forward, no, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. That's super cool. Really interesting. And what's the healing aspect, or also about this retreat, about just go in the water, in the ocean, and what do you really teach with the people?
Well, it's not just the ocean. The retreat is about Hawaii. The main focus are the dolphins in the ocean. So I'll start with the ocean. My retreats are very free-flowing. They have to be. We have to be very in the moment, because I don't know when one person's going to get either zapped by a sonar, the dolphin sonar, and suddenly get a release. I don't know if they're going to be in the special cave and with Pele and suddenly get a release there. So I always check in with my group. Nothing is set in stone. We do a dolphin boat, then someone may be in absolute floods of tears because this emotion has got to them, because the dolphins have done such great healing. We're with the dolphins in the ocean. We're with the manta rays, the turtles, and whales.
Wow.
Last time I was there, we had our head just under the water, and there was a whale singing below us. And so that was like a sound bath. Wasn't expecting it.
Wow.
But that got one of my team just completely, I don't want to do anything else today. I need to journal. So that sort of thing happens. And so the healing occurs at any moment, any given moment. So then we're on the land. We go to the volcano. We do a full moon ceremony with a kumu. A kumu is a teacher.
Wow. So is that the people living in Hawaii?
Yes. I only work with Hawaiians to keep the experience really authentic.
Wow.
And with the full moon ceremony, we have a mirror. We're holding it up to the moon. It reflects on us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's really special. We go to the lava, the volcano, and we do a hula dance.
Wow.
We learn 2 verses, and luckily Pele's not judgmental, so I can't dance, and most of my group can't dance either, so she doesn't mind. But we have to do that in front of the volcano. That's quite fun. And we also get to hold a seahorse. There's a seahorse sanctuary, and so everyone gets to hold a seahorse, which is really sweet. So it's a very rich experience, and it's almost like so much is packed into 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks to retreat. Wow.
Yes.
2 weeks. Wow, that's really intense.
Yes.
It's really good.
And every day we're doing something.
It's different.
Yeah. Most days we do 8 dolphin trips.
Okay, whoa.
Yeah, on the boat. And then there are bays I know where dolphins sometimes come in. So sometimes we can be lucky and be on the beach and just walk in and the dolphins are there. So we pack a lot into it. At the end of the 2 weeks, it's almost like everything's in a Ziploc bag, and then it needs to be unpacked when people go home.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
It looks really amazing. It looks really fascinating. I think I'm gonna come.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And I have a question. So I always heard about emotion are really connected with water because the body is full of water, and so the emotion is like moving everywhere in the body. So do you think because people go in the ocean, go in the water, it's just like really helpful to release emotion, to release blockage, or to release like people who has depression or stress or like very stressful life or some kind of blockages, it would be helpful for them to do this retreat and go in the water like this and just to release, clean?
Yes, actually they don't really get a choice. When they're there, they're in the ocean, the dolphins know if they're depressed or
really?
stressed. Oh god, yes.
Wow.
They're brilliant with depression.
Wow.
After my accident, I had depression, and the dolphins sought me out in New Zealand and swam around me, and then after that I just didn't actually feel depressed again, because it was almost like I had a huge release.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So after your accident, what did you do? Because you were just 16, 17. So what did you do? Did you continue to go to school, get graduate or something like this? Or like you knew straight away, okay, this is what I want to do, so I don't need to go to school and just jump into the retreat? So what did you do?
Well, straight away I just decided to focus on one A-level because my dad thought I should. So we did that in a year. It was utterly boring. And then I decided I just needed to travel around the world on my own for 3 years.
Wow.
Which is what I did.
Wow, amazing.
So I just put 3 round the world trips, 3 years, off I went, just finding dolphins. And I kept doing this in my 20s.
Went to New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay.
New Zealand, Australia, Thailand, Singapore, I went everywhere. And after a while of me just travelling off to see the dolphins, because then I found Hawaii and that's where I went year after year, people started saying, why are you always going on your own? Why don't you take other people? And I thought, well, actually, that's quite a good idea, because probably it's a bit selfish of me to keep going on my own, having these amazing experiences. So
this is how you start, like, doing the retreat.
Yes, exactly. And I didn't think anyone was necessarily going to come. I just put it out there and said, hey, this is what I'm doing. Does anyone want to join me? And people said yes. And so I've now...
When was it?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And
cool.
It's so weird how it happened, because I really failed. The dolphins were guiding me, because I didn't know which boat company to use. I didn't know which kumu to use. I didn't know any of that, because I was doing everything on my own. And then suddenly everything literally fell into my lap and into place. And it was almost like, this is really meant to be. And there are people out there that really want this and really want to change or do a bucket list thing or whatever it is. So I am actually living my absolute passion right now.
That's amazing.
Yes.
When I'm listening to you, it's like there is something guide you.
Yes.
Really guide you.
Yes.
And the only things you did is just to surround yourself and just, okay, let's go and I do this.
Yes.
Wow, that's really amazing. Awesome. Yes. How people can contact you? Because I think it's really interesting. So do you have a YouTube channel or do you have a website? Like if people want to have more information or just contact you and learn more about your retreat?
Yes, definitely. So my website is wild-dolphinretreats.com and my email is Jemma with a J, at solar, SOLAR -events.co.uk. We have a YouTube channel which is the Dolphin channel, but I don't know if it's easy to find. It's on my website.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is just like I will put the link in the videos with your website, with your address, email, so people can contact you, can go to your website and they can have a look about the retreats.
Yes.
Cool. When is the next one?
I have got the next one in August.
Okay, in Hawaii.
Yes.
So you have only in Hawaii?
Only in Hawaii. I would never go anywhere else.
Oh, okay.
Hawaii is the #1 place in the world. So,
so next one in August?
Next one in August, but I also do bespoke packages, bespoke bookings, because people have started saying they want to come out with their families or just corporate groups. So I also do that, and I can do that anytime.
We talked before about the firework, with Anthony Robbins, and so I'm just thinking, do you think actually swimming is like a metaphor for your life? So it's like if you can do this one, if you can overcome your fears by going deep into the ocean, it will be maybe like the metaphor by going deeper into yourself. So after you can do everything in your life? Yes,
absolutely. People that I've seen come out with an absolute fear of the ocean have overcome it, and then they say I feel I can do anything now. It's like it releases lots of layers, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
And unlocks so much potential for what you can do in the future, because people have such a fear of the ocean, and like I said, it is down to Jaws, but when they realise it's not that scary, when they realise they can do it, and when they actually go and do it, it's just such a release, I think, for them.
Yeah, like a freedom.
Yes.
Like, wow, I can do everything now in my life. Yeah.
Yes. It's like it unlocks so many levels.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, definitely.
So actually, it's not just about swimming in the ocean. It's really deeper in the subconscious. It's like it unlocks a lot of things, yeah?
And it's transformation.
Wow.
Yes, it's all of that. It's so much more as well. I can't really explain it. It's just so wonderful out there, and yeah, I've had people say it's the best trip of their life.
I think we need to just experiment it, because
yes.
it's hard to explain if you don't experiment the retreat.
Yeah, so you have to come.
Yeah, I will definitely. I will come for sure. Okay, Jemma, thank you very much for today. It was really amazing to have you. Do you want to share something more before we leave today, or good?
No, it's good, and I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me here.
Yeah,
it's been lovely.
Really my pleasure. So it was Jemma Prittie with Benjamin for the Conscious Spirit Media. I hope you really enjoyed the interview today. Make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure you share the videos if you enjoy it. And thank you very much, Jemma. You can find all her detail and the link. And the next retreat is in August. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jemma.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, we're Derek and Carol from England. We're on Jemma's Wild Dolphin retreat in Hawaii, and we're having the most amazing time of our lives.
It's been brilliant. Actually managed to go into the water, never swum in my life, and Jemma's got me in the water. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And now we're both swimming for absolutely ages, really confident and happy to just go off the back of the boat, whereas we were hanging on to it to start with. So yeah. Jemma's just, she's a little dolphin herself, and she just gets you excited to begin with, and then you just feel it yourself. It's the most spiritual island ever, and everything involved in the whole retreat has just been amazing. Planned by Jemma. She's your chauffeur, she's your tour guide, she's just amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. Best time of my life. Many firsts, and really swimming for me was the big deal. I'd never done it in 60 years, and I managed to do it. And Jemma got me in the water, and with her attention to detail, you couldn't fear. I didn't fear the water at all. I felt very confident to get in the water. And getting off the back of the boat, wow, that was something else. Just another huge first.
Brilliant.
So lovely.
So thank you, Jemma.
Thank you so much, Jemma. Thank you.